You asked for a book about rock from me, and now you've got one. Cause Effect Metallica is a look at the album Metallica, commonly referred to as the Black Album, by me, heavy metal critic and co-host of the Classic Metal Show, Chris Aiken. In this book, I remember back to the lead-up and the eventual release of Metallica, including stories of how the release affected me as a person, the line in the sand it drew between old-school and new-school Metallica fans, and how the release single-handedly changed the way commercial rock radio stations were programmed. This is my second book, and I'm proud to have it out there, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It is Cause and Effect Metallica, available now on Amazon.com. Go to Amazon.com. Or my personal website, probably the easiest way to get it, chrisaikenbooks.com. Get to it, jerkies.
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. That is Joetown with Finger. Giving you the finger, Chris.
Hey, that's not very nice.
Well, I'm saying it in the sacred hallowed halls of what used to be the sacred mansion, the sacred Aiken Castle, where giving you the finger.
It did used to be a lot cleaner, didn't it?
It was prohibited.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we were kind of relating some stories that when we did the Classic Metal Show live here in your studio for the first time, we were so excited that we were going to do it in the same room together for the first time.
Right.
And it went disastrous.
Yeah, it did.
And Joetown was the band that just ruined it all.
Joetown wrecked the show.
Yeah, but anyway, I want to extend the finger to the ex Chris Aiken and say, fuck you, pal.
Hey, well,
I'm here now and you're not.
I have nothing to say other than you are more than allowed to do that.
I am allowed to do that. I'm not under any kind of a legal contractual obligation to do anything other than say fuck you.
Just say I'm glad to be here.
I'm Chris's new girlfriend. How do you like that?
Yep, that's right.
Well, this is Neeley, and Chris and I are live in the CMS.
Yes.
And I made the trip over today, and so Chris is running the controls. I'm just going to sit back. I'm going to kind of host the show like I normally do, but the music requests, etc., will not be coming to me.
No.
I'm relegated to a little table here in the studio. And Chris and I worked a little bit prior to the show to make sure everything went well.
And I drove you nuts at fucking Radio Shack.
It was all right. It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me.
Dude, I knew I was, I kept walking away like, okay, let's go. And then you and that other dude, let's look at fucking 15 more cables.
Did I fix your little problem?
You did. You saved me $20.
I did. I had to sit and think about configurations and getting your wiring right, and now you don't have to jack your headphone port to have monitors in the studio and all that other stuff.
No, it definitely works better, but I am just the worst in a fucking store. I am so bad.
That's all right. That's the rescue. I'm sitting here literally looking at your spaghetti pile of wires over there. And I'm thinking, you know what? There is nothing that's going to stop me from coming over here, staying here all week.
Right.
And fixing this fucking place.
Yep. You probably won't even knock on the door. You'll come in through the back door. I won't even know you're here. I'll come back next week and everything will be all fucking fixed.
It just drives me nuts. It drives me crazy.
Want me to take a picture and put it on Facebook?
But just take a picture of your spaghetti bowl of wires that you just got laying around. I mean, it's ridiculous. Everything could be routed and, look okay and make the fans happier, and you have a better, cleaner sound, and there won't be like, where's this cable go to?
And that's all we did for an hour. Is this plugged into anything?
Right. And we fixed a deal on your mixing board that was just fixed with just a small adapter. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude, really? So anyway, I'm glad to be here. I'm kind of kind of mellow, hanging out. I brought a big Magme. I know you've already had a beer or two.
Actually, 3.
Well, see, I didn't even notice because I was diligently working here in your studio.
You had to work while I was drinking.
Right. So anyway, Chris and I are just kind of hanging out here together, and it's just Chris and I. There's no minions. There's no beggars and hangers-on. There's none of your pals hanging out tonight.
Nope, I didn't invite a soul.
Right. So anyway, Chris and I are going to head over to Maryland tomorrow.
We are. Can you believe that?
We're going to go to our good friend CMS Mikey. Mm-hmm. He's graduating tomorrow.
Yeah, how about that? He's no. But can we say that tomorrow's the last day we ever have to talk to Mikey? 'Cause he's no longer interesting. He's just another guy.
What makes him just another guy?
Because he's not preteen Mike now. Just Mike Jr.
Oh, I was just reading the chat room here. What's wrong with the stream?
What
They say the stream sounds the way Tim James walks.
Sputtering.
Is it?
I'll bet it is.
Is it sputtering?
I'll bet it is a little bit.
Just not enough horsepower in that
fucking shit laptop.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
All right. Well, anyway, you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not fixing it.
We just don't have enough horses and enough equipment here to make it all happen.
We're calling it the James Cast.
Right. Nice. Tonight here on the Classic Metal Show, we're featuring a band called I Hate God.
Right.
And both of us are going to be struck down dead on the Pennsylvania Turnpike just for this tonight.
Probably so.
We're going to probably bite a tractor trailer in Breezewood tomorrow.
All right, let's not do that.
I want to, but
I'm enjoying my life finally. Do we have to die this soon?
Well, you know what? You just never know what's around the corner.
That is true.
But anyway, I Hate God is going to be on the show tonight, and guy that's going to be on the show tonight is, did you say 9?
Mike 9.
Mike 9.
Yeah. As
opposed to CMS Mike.
Or Mike 8.
True.
Yeah, Mike 8 won't be here, just Mike 9.
Right. So what is I Hate God promoting?
They have a new self-titled record produced by Mr. Philip Anselmo and out in stores, and they're going to be touring and blah, 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 all the regular shit.
Okay. Well, when I started doing the Classic Metal Show way back in 1996, that was the first time I had any exposure to I Hate God.
Right.
I never knew anything about them, and obviously they've been around almost 20 years now.
Yeah, they're a good band. I like them personally. They're low crowbar, sludgy sound.
Sure.
Which I like, slow and fat.
Slow and fat.
Slow and fat.
Right. Well, not that this has anything to do with it, but talking about music and slow and fat, on the way over here I was listening to XM Satellite Radio.
Okay.
And I was listening to not Jim Florentine, but
Don Jamieson.
Don Jamieson's segment on the Boneyard.
Okay.
And he apparently he recorded his show or segments for his show down at Rock on the Range where you were.
Sure, I ran in.
He had Rob Dukes of Exodus.
Okay.
As his co-host, about a dozen segments together.
Right.
And Rob Dukes has another band called Generation Kill.
He does. Mm-hmm.
And they played a song, and it sounded just like Testament.
Okay.
It sounded just like Trail of Tears or The Ballad or something like that.
Sure.
And I was just like, holy shit, this sounds like Testament.
Right.
They're
good.
But it didn't sound like Exodus at all.
Okay.
And it was slow and fat. just like I Hate God.
Right.
But you have a big affection for the doomy metal bands.
I do. I love them.
What is it about that you like so much?
I love that just thick, fuzzy guitar sound, man. I just love it. It's I don't know. I mean, I like the normal metal stuff, but for me, I like that stuff when I go to my heavier stuff. That's what I'd rather go to than like death metal or something like that.
Right.
I just like that big, fat, thick sound, man. It's just like a groove thing. And
sure.
Makes me really wish that I smoked pot all the fucking time.
Well, now, for some reason the name escapes me, but there's a doom metal band that kind of had some national notoriety right out of Kent. Abdullah.
Yeah.
What happened to those guys?
Hiatus, I guess. I haven't seen their name, and I think they just kind of faded away. But yeah, they did get some national run. Yeah,
they did. That was another band that I became aware of when I started the Classic Metal Show back in the mid-'90s.
Sure.
And they kind of took that whole dark, heavy, slow, doom rock thing. So I know you're a big fan of that, so tonight we're going to feature...
We'll play some of their stuff, and we will play an interview with Mr. Mike 9.
Sure, absolutely. All right. Well, we are here in the Classic Metal Show Studio B tonight.
Right.
I'm the guest guy.
You are. You're the guest.
Yeah, and I have my back to the infamous door.
Okay. Yeah.
Where notes were being placed and fists were being shaken. And pounding on the glass was taking place, and it just brings back bad memories for me.
You afraid of getting hit?
Well, you know what? That's I feel very confident with my back toward the door because I don't feel as if somebody's going to sneak up behind me and stab me in the back of the head with a fucking...
Hey, she's got the kids. She might show up later.
Sure. Oh, really? Could we invite her on the show?
No.
What, no?
No.
They said, come on in. We want you to be part of the CMS
First
because
of all,
we know you love it so much.
First of all, come on in is out of the question.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
No, that door's not allowed to be opened.
Holy shit.
No, there's started off as trying to be friends is now pretty much not.
Really?
Yeah, that ain't happening.
What is going on there?
I don't know how much of that I can even talk about, but let's just say it came to a point where it was very clear that I just need to say, you stay in your fucking space and I'll stay in
Really?
mine.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, the thing that's the thing I don't understand about relationships that have gone astray or parted company, especially when the other one has moved on and is in marital bliss.
Yeah, sure.
Marital bliss.
Yeah, well, you know those like videos you see of people that are marrying like an 80-year-old person.
Okay.
I'm sure that's what's going on.
Oh,
over
nice.
there. You know, her new husband is a lot fucking older than.
So we're saying that Viagra is a pretty common subject material around the dinner time.
A lot of mail from AARP.
Nice.
A lot of mail.
Nice. Very good.
Free Obamacare for the elderly.
There you go. Wow, look at you.
I could talk about it now. I'm not allowed to talk about the past.
That's all right. We don't need to indulge that. You wrote a book about it.
Yeah, I did. People can read that.
Sure. Well, speaking of writing a book, you debuted a book this week, the Metallica book, The Cause and Effect.
Yeah.
And you appeared on Bill Peters' show last night.
I did.
On Metal on Metal.
Yep.
And if you missed it, it's over on our beloved Spreaker site.
It most certainly
we
is.
We love the Spreaker. And, here you and I were talking about this earlier today that I recorded your appearance on Metal with Bill Peters last night.
Right.
Sent it over to you.
Uh-huh.
You uploaded it within 10 minutes.
Yep.
Within 12 minutes, it already had 8 downloads.
I know. It was crazy.
I mean, within 12 minutes of uploading, it had 8 downloads.
Within 20 minutes of actually being on the phone with Bill.
Right.
That was crazy.
It's just like, holy shit, man. Everybody's like jumping on that Spreaker.
They love it, man.
I do. I love it. Somebody else is on it. And we had another banner week on the Spreaker.
Yeah, we did. What did we do, 10,000 this week or something?
Pretty much.
Yeah, wow.
And what surprised me is that thing that we just threw in the end because we didn't know what else to talk about because we had like 40 minutes left.
Right.
We just talked about a little bit of music news about, the rumor that Axl wanted to retire and that Queensryche settled their case and, so on. Almost 900 hits.
Jeez.
900 hits.
That's a lot.
And it's just like, okay, all right. But I think the thing that stood out for both of us, at least for me anyway, because I listened to it 4 times, was I am the walrus, so pay me.
Yeah, pay me because I am the walrus.
I loved it. I listened to that on the way over here today.
It is a funny-ass segment.
And I think the part that I like, and this is a big transition for you personally.
Yeah.
Is that when we were doing the spot or doing that show, rather than getting violently angry and spewing like consistent curse words, you just sat there calmly and said, "I'm just sitting over here and I'm mad. I'm just mad. I'm just mad."
That guy was driving me nuts.
I know, but you weren't just spewing profanities for the hell of spewing profanities. Right. You were just sitting there. This guy makes me mad.
Right.
Which I just thought was really funny.
That's good.
And then your pal chimed in.
Sure.
And he pointed it out that, getting you wound up and getting just irate.
Right.
And then, of course, we found out, later in the show that the walrus got a job.
He did. It's funny.
That was a nice little follow-up segment, and that all fell into place, but that was some of my favorite stuff from last week.
That was a good segment. It was really funny. A lot of funny lines.
Sure. So anyway, we are live here in the Classic Metal Show Studio B. We're live in the chat room if you want to join us over there. We're not brought Spreaker tonight, so...
So you're fucked.
Yeah. So anyway, you can join us at chatandkill.com, chatandkill.com.
That's right.
You can just sign in there with your Facebook or Chatwing or Google or Tumblr or Twitter, Meatspin, or
right.
whatever it is you belong to.
Right.
You can just come in to the chat room with your sign-in or login name for any one of those.
Awesome.
So I love it. So let's see here. Diamond Ryan. What is this? What's it like, Neeley? What is he saying?
I don't know. It's Diamond Ryan. I don't pay attention.
Oh. A snatch chat bumper. Bury the hatchet, Chris, in her head. Nice. Wow.
Allowed to comment on
Wrinkly
any of that.
ball dude.
Whose balls are not wrinkly?
AARP ain't any raw pussy.
That's kind of funny.
Wow.
That's kind of funny.
So people are already on it.
Yep, they're getting ready.
All right, you guys and gals, jump in the chat room, be a part of the chat. We're
Sure.
going to and just have a good time.
All right.
Chris and I are going to do a little road trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Kind of looking forward to it. I know Chris is kind of like tired, though.
I am burned. Been a lot of locking, but whatever, you know. Sometimes you got to honor obligations.
Sure.
And I'm going to definitely go and see Mikey for one last time before I forget his name. Since
Right.
He's just a fucking regular guy after
Yeah,
tonight.
he's no longer special.
No, he's not. We're going to have to find another. So if you have a 10 to 12-year-old kid that wants 5 to 6 good years of being on the CMS,
Sure.
let's hear from him tonight.
Right. Well, you know, since Mikey is going to be relocating for college,
Yeah.
I spoke with him on the phone last Monday
Okay.
for Memorial Day,
Right.
and me that he was looking forward to being in close proximity
Uh-huh.
because he says his intention is he's going to come up on the weekend and hang out and do the show with us.
Hell, he can do it. He can come right here and do it for me.
Sure. So he's gonna make some frequent visits to the CMS Studio B and be a part of the show.
That's fine.
So that's
All
what
good.
he's looking forward to.
That's all good.
So
Happy for that kid, man. I mean, let's face it, when you ingratiate yourself with this show and you do well, that's stunning.
right.
You know, that's very stunning. But he's always been a straight A student.
Sure.
He's always been a smart kid.
Right.
He's always done good on the show too. So good for him. I'm glad to see that he's progressing as a CMS alum.
Right. Well, good for him. All right. Well, like I said, we are live in the chat room. Just pop in there, chatandkill.com, be a part of the show.
Right.
And what is that? Money. The only way fat old guys get laid.
That's not true.
Well, that goes for any age guy.
Yeah, that is true too. You got money, you will get some pussy.
That is true. Women do love money. They love security. They love money.
Chris's ex-wife knows this well? Nah. I never had enough money to qualify.
Sure. All right, dude. Well, what do you say? You want to jump into some tunage?
Yeah, we can do that.
And we can play a couple of tunes. Everybody jump in. Relax. We're having a couple of drinks.
Yeah, we have no topics. We have nothing organized.
so you guys and gals are going to have to fuel the flame.
That's right.
Because we're going on.
Yeah. How about this? We ain't giving you much of a show tonight.
Yeah, how about that?
You might get a lot of music tonight because me and Neeley are just going to drink.
Right. All right, well, what do you got on tap?
All right, since I'm manning the board, we're going to play a lot of shit that we don't know. As you can figure, it's going to be heavier. So I'm going with Morning of the Cursed by Suicidal Angels.
Never heard of it.
They're good, man. I like them.
Suicidal Angels?
Yeah.
Now, what can you tell us about them?
I don't know a whole lot about them, except for I have...
Are they new?
Not that new. They've been around. But I just like them. You know, and it's one of those bands that I just like. They're heavier. They're kind of in that whole heavy Exodus, Anthrax.
Okay.
Their songs are short. I like them. I just dig them.
All right.
So we'll try some of that.
Tom the Scott said they're good.
They are good.
So Tom must know.
Well, Tom likes all that heavy shit.
He does like that heavy shit.
Tom's going to enjoy the music I've picked tonight because it's pretty much all heavy.
Well, you are the heavy guy.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
Nice. All right. Well, we're going to play a couple of tunes. Everybody go get a drink. Jump in the chat if you're not in there now, chatandkill.com, and just come hang out, rock out with us.
Right.
All right, well, here it is. This is, what is the name of the band?
Suicidal Angels.
Suicidal Angels.
The Rev.
Oh, speaking of that, are we going to bring that up tonight?
Yeah, if I can dig it back up.
Okay. I can, since
And on your email, too, right?
Yeah, no, I got it on my cell phone, on my text message.
Okay, yeah, if you send me back or I probably have it, too. We'll find it. We will feature some Rev tonight.
Oh, my God. I got to find, and I don't want you to tell me now, but I got to find out how you found that.
Fan of the show.
Oh, nice. He's going to return tonight.
Yeah, he comes back as Wes.
True. Nice.
Love it.
All right, here's Suicidal Angels exclusively here
on your classic metal show.